This is a shot of everything you need for this project to make these wonderful little watercolor pendants here that this video will show. The first thing that you need is Arches 140-pound cold pressed paper, and I've taped it on a board, and it's nothing, it's just a little stiffness to keep the paper down. That's it. So this is like a masking tape, or you can use a blue painting tape. That's all you need, but it really does, it's really important that it's taped down. What you're going to do with that is paint in all these different little compositions, and in this case I made these three so far out of this one here. So the paper is really important because the paint is extra special important. This is all professional quality paint, and it's a big mess. This is the way that I work. I have my palettes, which have about a dozen wells in each one, and each one has different colors in it. And then I have all of my tube watercolor paints here as well. They're all professional quality, and that's what, if you love color, it's just an amazing experience working with them. In the watercolor necklace workshops, we work with little spray bottles of water to reconstitute the tube watercolor. It's a really wonderful property of the watercolor that you can reconstitute it with just a little bit of water, so you don't lose any of your paints like you would with acrylics or others. So that's what I start with. I have all my brushes over here. I have a few that I work with, but usually I only use like 2 or 3. But I like variety, of course, so I have a bunch to work with. I have these little viewfinders. The viewfinder allows me to see my compositions like this. I have pendants, glass pendants that I'm going to use to glue onto these. I have different types, circles and whatnot. I have a little kind of collection over here that I can play with. The diamond glaze is important. That's how you adhere the pendant to the painting. I have a yucky brush that I don't mind using glue with. I have E6000, which is an adhesive that will allow me to get a bail on to one of these. This is the bail separate of the pendant. This is a pendant with the bail on there, and that's what allows me to make it a necklace. So the E6000 is an important step at that. And I have my most amazing scissors in the world that I'm going to use to cut out these paintings once they're on the pendant. And I have a pen, a black fine tip pen. Sometimes I use a Sharpie, sometimes I use a pen like this. It doesn't really matter, but it is your work of art, and you're going to sign and date it and name it because it is special to you. And those are my basic supplies. I also have water, of course, for my watercolor, but those are my basic supplies to get started.